Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I play a video series of videos I do for a little while now. I go over there to try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I apologize if you can pick up any of the heater noise in the background. It is set to its lowest setting, but quite frankly, it's negative 6 degrees out right now. So it's got to be on. So, deal. Anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Well, I've worn this one before. Boom! Boom! It's my Easy Yes shirt. What is Easy Yes? Easy Yes is a local band out of Illinois that I have been associated with for over a decade now. They were originally a group called Paragon. They were a 4-piece. Eventually there were some member change-ups and stuff, and then eventually they just decided to, they ended up slimming down to a 3-piece, and they just ended up being, changing the name, doing their thing. I love these guys. Not only are they incredible musicians, but on top of that, they're just extremely good people. Like, I count myself as incredibly fortunate that, I was able to go over there and become acquainted with them such a long time ago, and that I've been able to maintain that acquaintance for, over a decade now. Like, it's been incredible. All of them, throughout their different iterations, Nate, I know he watches my videos sometimes. I love you, Nate. Paul, I know you watch my videos sometimes. I love you, Paul. Frank, I know you watch my videos sometimes. I love you, Frank. Kyle, Andy, you're all fucking awesome people. So, anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? Oh, by the way, I actually have videos of Easy S's, like, music and stuff that are on my channel, just in case you're interested. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? Well, it's one that I'm a little bit weary of, and I'll go into why. Because we're reviewing, boom! It is, it's from Oka Products. It's Okafe, O-K-A-F-E, iced coffee. This is their Mocha Latte flavors. Maybe over here. Maybe? Ha 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 ha! Sure, that's what we're going to go with. And it cost me $1.29. Now, here's the reason why I'm a little bit weary about this. I've reviewed a couple of their other flavors already. Those reviews are probably up by now, I'm guessing. But I don't like their tabs. They use really shitty tabs to open up their stuff. And yeah. So I'm going to have to do this, a little bit gingerly. And then as a whole thing on it, the brand was inspired by blah, 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 blah. Don't care. Make better tabs. Then I'll go over there and care about your branding and marketing. So, because really have to kind of be careful with these ones. If you go too hard, it'll just bend. And even if you don't, it sometimes kind of tries to. Yeah, that's freaking ridiculous. Get rid of the super cheapo things, man. Come on now. Anyway, let's try their product out. And you know what the sad thing is? For as shitty as their tabs are on their cans, coffee's actually really decent. Genuinely. I would even go as far as to say it's one of the better, especially for the price point, one of the better canned coffees that you can get. It's real smooth. It doesn't have like any excess bitterness or acidity or anything like that. It's nice. It hasn't. I actually really like the mocha flavor on this. Like, again, if my biggest gripe is, again, just with their freaking can design. Like, ditch that, get a normal can design. There's no reason for you to not do, okay? Like, it's got to be a money thing. Stop it, okay? Somebody's going to go over there, pop this thing, it's going to break, it's going to jam into their fucking thumb, and then you're going to be fucking sued out your ass because you weren't willing to pay an extra, like, 0.2 cents to fucking get a real thing. Get a real thing. Because, again, otherwise, really nice product. Genuinely. I would even go as far as to say that I like a Frappuccino from Starbucks, right? You know, I'm that guy. But I'll say, I actually think that I prefer this Mocha to their Mocha. I think it's a little less heavy than like a Frappuccino is. It's still sweet, but I don't feel it's as sweet as something like that. You can kind of enjoy the coffee taste a little bit more. Whereas comparatively with Frappuccino, even though I like them, they're almost candy. You know, like let's be honest here. With this, you know, it feels like a nice flavored iced coffee. It doesn't have quite the same candy aspect to it that the Frappuccino does. And again, every other thing that you have done with this product, seemingly, at least as far as I can tell, is pretty, you know, solid. Just get rid of that, man. That needs to go. But and it's nice, like you get there's sort of a mocha overall flavor to it, but you get more of the coffee at the beginning. And then after that kind of lets up a little bit, that's when the mocha really starts to hit. It's got a nice, you know, and it kind of, the nice thing with mocha and coffee is they both have sort of, you know, chocolate and coffee both have kind of a natural bitterness to it, but they can kind of play off each other when you do it right, if you don't, you know, go excessive with it. In this case, I think it does a great job of that, actually. It kind of transitions really nicely from one to the other. And yeah, I mean, it's just genuinely, it's really nice to drink. Like, I don't have any big complaints about it. And I won't even bring up the tab design anymore, because I've said what I need to say with that in 3 reviews now. So, strictly from the standpoint of as a coffee drink, again, especially a canned coffee, I've had so many worse canned coffees than this. And I like it. I like the way it blends together with the coffee and the mocha. I like the way the overall flavor experience goes. Because especially at the end, like I said, you get that little, you get the hit of the mocha. And then, but then as it tails off, you get another burst of coffee just at the very end. It's really nice. So, and it's nice to drink too, because it's, well, it's 2 in the afternoon, but I only woke up an hour ago because it's the weekend and I was still super tired. But anyway, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? This is where it always becomes an issue, because I'm sort of going from 2 perspectives here. One is strictly from flavor, one is from the actual overall consumer aspect of it, and I have to include the can design in that. From a strictly consumer standpoint, if you can get this out of a can, or like not in a can setting, or if they ever redesign the fucking tabs on it, absolutely. These are really tasty and good. I have enjoyed all 3 that I've tried. And again, for $1.29, that ain't half bad at all. But from strictly consumer standpoint, I really can't, because again, I think the tab designs on these things are really flimsy, and I just feel like it's just, you know, again, it's a fucking lawsuit waiting to happen. And, you know, I don't give a shit about Oka products. You know, they're a fucking company. They'll do whatever the fuck they're gonna do. But, you know, at the same time, as somebody who at one point literally went over there and sliced open my thumb while opening up a can at one point, it's not fun. And it's fucking expensive as shit to get stitches, you know? So, I don't want anybody to get hurt, so I wouldn't get it again until I saw that they redesigned that tab, and I wouldn't recommend it until they redesign that tab. And maybe it's just me, maybe me with my Herculean strength, I'm able to mangle these things, but I don't think so. These things are just, they're flimsy, and I don't trust them when I'm trying to open them. That's just me, though. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly, hopefully, finger-safe, iced coffee-tastic rest of your life. Sounds pretty good. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. Try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be really stressful and frustrating and bullshit. And, you know, sometimes we just have to deal. And, you know, we're not always going to be at our very best when those situations arise. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe it's the year with the time you're watching this. Maybe it's like the year like 2037. And by that point in time, Okafe or Oka products have finally redesigned their shitty fucking tabs. And now they're the best dang tabs on the market. And so now it's over there and, it's a whole consumer thing and, one for the consumer. And maybe, just maybe, I'm just saying, maybe let's go over there and toss out, just a little bit of a nod to our good buddy Brandon, who was one of the first people, I'm probably not, to go over there and raise awareness about this. I'm not saying I need a statue, made to my brilliance and greatness, but maybe a plaque, just say if you want a statue. Or conversely, definitely don't do any of that. I mean, Oka definitely needs to fucking get better tabs. That needs to happen. But definitely don't fucking put up a plaque or anything for me. I am not deserving of it in any capacity. Anyway, bye.